The first light of dawn paints the Seine in soft gold, the Eiffel Tower a silent sentinel against the awakening sky. It's the Paris of postcards, the city of dreams. But just beneath this serene surface, another Paris is stirring. The metro doors hiss open. A wave of humanity spills onto the platform. A chaotic, rhythmic pulse of a city on the move. This is the Paris of reality. So how do these two worlds, the romantic illusion and the gritty, vibrant truth, coexist? And more importantly, how did this single city become the undeniable cultural capital of the world? Let's be honest. When we think of Paris, we often think of romance. We picture strolling hand in hand along cobblestone streets, sharing a croissant in a quaint café. And yes, that Paris exists. But to truly understand its power, we have to look beyond the fantasy. The real magic of Paris isn't just in its beauty. It's in its tension, the constant dance between elegance and chaos, history and modernity. This is the city that gave birth to revolutions, not just on the streets, but in the studios, kitchens, and salons. Think about it. Where would art be without Impressionism? Monet, Renoir, Degas didn't just paint pretty pictures. They shattered the rules of the art world from their Parisian ateliers. They captured the fleeting moments of modern life, the light, the movement, the very essence of the city around them. And fashion? Before Paris, there was no haute couture. Charles Frederick Worth, an Englishman who made his name in Paris, was the first to dictate what the world would wear, transforming clothing from a craft into an art form. From Coco Chanel liberating women from corsets to Dior's new look, Paris has consistently defined the global silhouette. This revolutionary spirit wasn't confined to canvases or catwalks. It simmered in the city's kitchens, too. French cuisine, with its emphasis on technique, fresh ingredients, and the art of presentation, became the gold standard for fine dining worldwide. The entire system of brigade de cuisine, the hierarchy of a professional kitchen, was perfected here by Auguste Escoffier. So, when you enjoy a perfectly executed sauce or a delicate pastry, you're tasting a piece of Parisian innovation. Even the way we think was profoundly shaped here. The cafes of Paris weren't just places to grab a coffee. They were incubators of ideas. Imagine sitting at Les Domingos or Café de Flore, overhearing Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir debating existentialism, or Albert Camus drafting his next novel. These spaces were the intellectual heart of the 20th century, where philosophy, literature, and political thought were brewed alongside espresso. To feel this energy, you have to walk the streets. Each neighborhood or arrondissement tells a different story. In Le Marais, you can wander from medieval lanes to the trendiest art galleries and boutiques, a living museum of architectural and cultural evolution. Then climb the hill to Montmartre. You can almost hear the ghosts of Picasso, Modigliani, and Toulouse-Lautrec, who lived and worked here when it was a bohemian village on the outskirts of the city. The Sacré-Cœur may offer a stunning view, but the real soul of Montmartre is in its winding streets and artist-filled squares. Across the river, Saint-Germain-des-Prés still hums with the intellectual and artistic legacy of the post-war era. It's a place where bookshops feel as sacred as cathedrals, and every cafe seems to hold a story. This is what first-time visitors often misunderstand. They come looking for a perfect, polished movie set, and can be surprised by the noise, the crowds, the graffiti, the sheer, unapologetic reality of a living, breathing metropolis. They might see a beautiful Haussmannian building, but miss the energy of the market bustling at its feet. They might snap a photo of the Eiffel Tower, but failed to experience the simple joy of a picnic on the Champ de Mars with a fresh baguette, some cheese, and a cheap bottle of wine. The true Parisian experience isn't about checking off landmarks. It's about immersing yourself in the city's rhythm. It's about understanding that the elegance isn't fragile. It's fortified by the city's raw, chaotic energy. The two aren't in conflict. They're two sides of the same coin. So why, even today, does Paris continue to set the global aesthetic tone? In a world of fast fashion and fleeting trends, Paris stands for something more enduring. Savoir-faire, the art of living well. It's in the way a scarf is tied, the attention to detail in a shop window, the commitment to taking a proper lunch break. This philosophy is about prioritizing beauty, pleasure, and quality in everyday life. It's an approach that feels more relevant than ever in our increasingly fast-paced, disposable world. The city teaches you to appreciate the craft, to notice the small details, and to find beauty not in perfection, but in authenticity. Ultimately, Paris isn't influential because it's perfect. Far from it. It's a city with real problems, real grit, and a complex, often turbulent history. But its power lies in its resilience and its unwavering belief in the importance of culture. It's a city that has always championed the artist, the thinker, the chef, and the designer, giving them a stage to change the world. Paris is a declaration that art is not a luxury, but a necessity. That a beautiful meal, a provocative idea, or a perfectly cut jacket can be as powerful as any political decree. It's not just a city you visit. It's an idea you carry with you. It's not about being romantic. It's about being alive. And that is why Paris, with all its beautiful contradictions, remains the most influential city on Earth. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of Paris, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories about the world's most fascinating cities. See you in the next Destination Explained.